Music Made Addictz.
Well, hello. Welcome to a brand new episode of Music Made Addictz, together with Stefan, myself, and the voice of Ghost Stories Live, the voice of a lot of our songs.
A lot of songs, yeah.
Evelyn and my sister.
Hello, everybody. So happy to be here, man.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm nervous. So I just got to be honest. I'm really nervous, but yeah, I'm good.
Don't be. It's just us.
Yeah, that's true.
We won't bite.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Like you're nervous for a podcast right now, but when you perform before like 15,000 people, the first time Ghost Stories and Reavers, you were like, oh, it's okay.
But afterwards it was...
Afterwards it was...
all the stress came out afterwards.
But also before, because I was beginning and it was already like, are there like 15,000 people there? And they're like, yeah, 15,000. Like, oh God, I don't know if I can handle. But it was okay.
Yeah. Well, every time we start this podcast with the same question, and the question is, how do you get addicted to this music? But for you, it's maybe a bit different. So maybe you can explain a bit how you got in touch with HARDSTYLE.
Well, I wasn't really into HARDSTYLE, if I'm being really honest. And I kind of being introduced by Diederik because, yeah, of course, he was my brother. Well, he's still my brother. But when I was younger, I kind of listened to more hip hop and R&B. And my introduction was more, sorry, sometimes I speak Dutch and English at the same time.
Doesn't matter.
So that you guys know. But yeah, it was more an introduction because of, you guys were starting HARDSTYLE like way back. I think like 12.
Yeah, because we were producing in my bedroom and you were living underneath.
That's true. They were like in their bathroom and I was underneath. So my room was up underneath their room. And I kind of heard like this sound and I was like, what is that? And it turned out to be HARDSTYLE and I kind of didn't know about it. And there were these two making all that noise upstairs and it was just really, I wasn't used to it and I didn't know it. So that was like, I think my first introduction with HARDSTYLE. And just because of those guys.
Yeah, I can still remember that time you were so little, so young. I mean, we've been working together for 15 years. So can you imagine you were
11?
11 or 12.
I think so, yeah. I was still in middle school, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Just.
Yeah.
Because I was in middle school.
I think you were like 15, 14.
14, for 15 or something. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so my first introduction was because of you guys.
Yeah, and it's always the same thing we hear. Also from my parents back in the days, they were like, oh, this music, it's so loud. Why is it that loud? I don't understand it. Until they come to a party and an event and see what actually happens when the energy comes all together, you know, with the kick and the bass and the melody and how the people respond to it. Then they understand the whole vibe of HARDSTYLE. But I can imagine for you being in your room just during the day and having us upstairs making all that noise, that it was a bit...
It was really weird. I was like, because I was kind of listening to hip hop and R&B and also pop music. I kind of love everything. But HARDSTYLE, I wasn't really into it. It was more like the thing that my brother was into it. And yeah, it sounded just really different for me. But now I kind of, when I saw the things in the studio and everything and how you guys made everything, I just saw the layers of HARDSTYLE. I was like, oh, it's not just boom, 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 boom.
That's the HARDSTYLE has been misunderstood for so many times. It still is, you know.
Yeah.
And I can understand it. It's the kick and the bass drum are so upfront in our music. So when you hear it, you're like, oh, what the hell is that? You know. So you kind of miss the rest, the like the emotion or the storytelling or just the layers, which are into HARDSTYLE music. You know.
Yeah, I was so surprised that to make like the kick that was already like so hard. I thought it was just a random, sound that was already programmed in a program, but it's really like you really make that, and it makes like a lot of time to even make the kick. Yeah.
Back in the days, it took for us 2 weeks or something just for one kick drum. Nowadays we're quite fast.
It depends. Sometimes it's quite fast, but sometimes we also put a lot of time and effort in it to make something really out of the ordinary.
It's more like the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But
the bass now we have.
We kind of have it pretty quick because we finally know what we're doing. After
15 years.
15 years, yes.
I hope you guys do. Yeah.
And still we don't know anything.
Yeah. Well, together we are Ghost Stories
Yeah.
Live. You can already see the hoodie here. So I think many of you guys are familiar with the live act we just started recently. And Evelyn is part of it, and we're really happy to have her as a part of the
me too.
crew.
Super
Because
excited.
it's so different
Yeah.
Yeah.
having her around.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we've been touring for like 15 years, and we have the same kind of friends always around. But when Evelyn joins in, the whole
Energy
atmosphere and the
changes.
energy change.
No, I hope
Yeah.
in a good way.
No,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
it's a lot of fun. Everybody is more open and more enthusiastic, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just different, and that's cool.
Cool.
You have a good energy.
I'm always like up and like I have a lot of energy. Like back in the days, I always thought I had like these. How do you say this?
HDD,
HDD, yeah.
Yeah.
I still think I still got a little bit of it, but it's more like excitement and just I'm full of energy and positivity, and I'm just really happy that I can do this with you guys. Like it's been like I've been undercover for so many years. Well,
Yeah.
not really undercover, but not really out there. That I was the voice
Yeah.
of so many tracks, and so for now, on being really with you guys live is just a whole different experience.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that because now you're part of our Ghost Stories act, and everybody is familiar. Probably, if you're watching or listening right now, you're familiar with our Ghost Stories act. It began with the Angels and Demons, Twilight Zone, Ghost Stories, and we got 3 new ones.
And the
uh,
clock, of course.
yeah, Darkest
Clock.
Hour.
Darkest Hour.
It's all your voice.
Yeah.
It's all your voice.
It's so different. Every
Yeah.
track is so different, but
Yeah.
it's all me.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all you. But we didn't start there.
No.
Do you remember the first track we did, like singing?
I think it was Beat as One.
Yeah.
The first one was Beat as One.
Yeah.
And I think before it, I just said some things like the essence of sound.
something. Yeah, true.
Or I don't know. I know the essence of sound. But I think the real first singing track was Beat as One.
Yeah.
And I think that's how many years ago?
That was 2012, I think, or 2013. It's released in 2013.
I was still in my dance education. I think it was in my first year because I was so excited. So I told my whole classmates like, oh my God, guys, I did a track and I'm singing, and they were like super excited for me. And they were like, is that really you? I was like, yeah, it's me. We made some things better. And, I was just starting back then, so I was really excited. I think it was Beat as One.
Yeah, because I can still remember back in the days when we were making music upstairs that you were always like singing along with songs, and we
Yeah.
already thought like, wow, she has such an amazing voice, but you didn't follow any singing schools or anything, right?
No, I just recently started singing classes from this great guy named Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. Yeah. But he's really helping me out, and I was just really into singing. I've always sung along a lot of, how do you say this? If there's a song, if there's a song playing, I always sing along. Like I kind of know every word, and all my friends are always like, Evelyn, how can you know all the words of every song? I'm just very dedicated to lyrics, and I just remember quickly, I guess.
Yeah, because it was a bit the same for us. Like you heard all the boom, boom, boom noises from upstairs when we're making hardstyle, but we hear your high tones when you were singing to songs, and we were like, oh my God, we can't listen to a song correctly. She's singing, and then
like a
Diederik
real
was like
battle.
bouncing the floor, like,
Yeah.
stop it, and you were
Stop
bouncing
singing.
like, oh, stop it.
It was like a real battle from two different rooms.
Yeah, because your parents live like in an old house in
a really old house,
middle
a
of the
small
city, a
house.
small and
Small,
noisy house.
yeah.
So yeah, that wasn't.
And the neighbors weren't happy either. No.
And we had the windows open all the time.
Yeah.
So
Summer.
you heard her voice and our music like boom, boom, whap.
And you heard a lot of like Wu-Tang. Like I listened to a lot of Wu-Tang Clan, and Method Man was like my biggest icon. And it was really the difference was just really funny.
Yeah.
You have like this R&B, hip hop, pop room, and you have this hardstyle room, and it was just competing, and it was really fun.
Back in the days, I still remember you were already good at singing, but
No.
there was a point, like, because we used to make a lot of tracks with female voices, and in the beginning, of course, we sampled them most of the times, and then from 2008, 2009, we started to more create our own vocals or work together with, for example, MC Villain to create our own vocals and our own songs. But back in days, I can still remember that, for example, Essence of Sound, you did it, but you weren't really secure about your singing at all, and you weren't capable of providing us with the vocals. You didn't want to do it, right?
No. I was really scared. I'm still scared, but I feel like more confident now because I have also singing classes now, and I'm older and I have more experience also with performing. even though it's dancing, you know, also with performing now, I still can use the experience that I have as a dancer on this stage.
Yeah, let's talk about that because you're not a singer.
No, I'm not.
You're a dancer.
I'm actually a dancer. Yeah.
So you're educated to be a dancer and you teach in class.
Yeah, I'm still teaching classes. Like I'm gonna teach class like an hour. But yeah. So no, I started with a passion dancing, I think. And then I always loved dancing, but I didn't see it as a profession or something that I can really do something with. So for me, being actually like touring right now with you guys with singing is just a whole different. Yeah, it's been such a new experience. It's so great, and I'm so thankful because it's so. I've never imagined that I will be on the stage singing. You know, I think I would be dancing on stages like this because I already had before in the past, but singing is just. I don't know. I never thought it would. I never thought that I could do it, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, I didn't thought it was going to happen.
No.
Because all this time we try to push it because some people are really like doubting the fact that why didn't we work with you before? But it was just because you weren't really.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, you weren't ready for that. And then, like you said, BDS1 was the first singing song and that got picked up really well.
After
and from there on.
Higher.
Yeah, we did like one song a year or something. I think it was something like that. We just whenever we had something catchy with like a high pitched vocal, we used your voice.
Yeah, it was also because you're really like like you said, an R&B lover, hip hop lover, but also a lot of soul.
Yeah.
So you sing. That's your natural singing voice, like the high soul, higher and all. You know that old school. Yeah, Aretha Franklin.
Well, yeah, I just listened to a lot of. Yeah, I think also Amy Winehouse and Christina Aguilera and Whitney Houston. Like those were like really my singing inspiration. So I was really trying to find the same vibe in my voice, and I think I also have it a little bit naturally. But at the same time, I could really change my voice.
Yeah,
because if I will tell you guys every track that I did, you would not believe it. It's like, is that you? Is that really you? Yeah. Because I can. Sometimes my brother asks me like, can you please do like a. It has to sound like a little girl. Like, for example, the Ghost Story tracks.
Yeah.
I kind of had to sound like a little girl or a scary girl. And I couldn't be like, I couldn't really do my own voice. I had to be more like a little bit like this. If I don't have an angel. Instead of, if I don't have an, that's different. I tried to find a balance with that. Yeah. And it's working out.
It's the same for us. We always try to find that special sound within the vocal as well to give it more thematic.
The most funny story I remember when I was recording The Darkest Hour with you, and we recorded it really small, kind of like Twilight Zone, and Stefan told me, she has to sound more like a witch. But like really like
that was the worst.
And if there's one thing,
I just sent like a voice clip. I said because still in the studio, like whenever Evelyn comes by, I just stay out of it because I just give them their space to do the session, and then she feels more comfortable. So I got the voice memo and I was like, but she has to sound like really like a witch. And then Diederik was like, I don't know if she's capable to do that, but also I don't know if I will like that. And I was like, okay, well, at least do it and then do whatever you want, and then we'll send it to Sub-Zero Project and see what they like. So,
and we really did like one recording. Like I was really exaggerating the fact that I had to sound like a witch. And we really did like the darkest hour of the clock, and we sent it to you. And Steven was like, "Is this Evelyn?"
But that was so crazy. But the thing that why it worked,
we put it.
We layered it. You had that kind of witch, like really exaggerating your darkest hour of the clock.
And then we also
put
had
the beautiful top end on and. That together sounded perfect.
Yeah.
And that's
that also makes the song.
Yeah.
Like just these like little special effects or
it sounds like one voice, but
there are more layers to it.
Layers to it.
Because I also did one like softer.
Yeah, softer underneath it, and that's always how we process our music, And what do you think? Well, obviously you're not really familiar with the hardstyle scene and all. But now that you performed with us a couple of times, 3 times. Yeah, we did Ghost Stories for 3 times now, and almost the 4th is coming. What do you think about the hardstyle crowd?
They're crazy. They're really crazy.
Yeah.
They know a lot of people that when I make contact with the audience, I see they're really singing along and they know every word.
Yeah.
And it's just the dedication is real.
Yeah.
The dedication is really real. I see that they're like really, how you say this? Just they're so full of energy, and I see they're really like loving this style.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I performed as a dancer, it was different because I was always like most of the time I was a background dancer, or it was just for a musical, so it's already different crowds. So in a musical, you have like people with just being quiet, and watch because they're in a theater. It's not like you can just go like that,
singing along.
Yeah, for hardstyle, people come to go crazy.
Yeah, so the hardstyle crowd is really like, they're just really dedicated, and the energy is great. Like for me, it's the best. It's really the best.
Do you also see a difference now? Do you get like a lot of messages from hardstyle fans?
Yeah, I do. I have like some people text me like, "Oh my God, you were amazing, and thank you so much. I had the best night ever, and Ghost Stories Live was just a whole new experience for me." And I just only have positive reactions on Instagram, and so many people that like are really like liking this new set of me singing and you guys performing too, instead of only you guys. It's just a whole new show. We have like a lightning man, we have visuals now. It's all set, and it's really an experience. It's different than just die Block en Stefan. So the reactions that I get, it's been amazing. It's really been amazing. I'm just overwhelmed sometimes.
Yeah, I really like the video of the girl that was singing along.
Yeah.
I think Twilight Zone in Australia.
So funny, yeah.
And then you made like a different ad lib or a different.
It was. I think
followed
it was,
a different.
If
vocal.
I don't have an age of watching me, and she was like recording herself, and she was like, "My nightmare will become." I don't know what it was, but I made like an ad lib, and she was like, "Oh, girl,
ooh, damn, girl!"
I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, that was really great. Yeah, that was really fun. So all the reactions have been great, and I'm just happy to be doing this now, because I really thought I wouldn't able to do this. And I'm also searching with my dance career, like, because the dance career is pretty hard, and it's tough to.
It's hard to make a living as a dancer.
Well,
right?
it's just the dance industry in Holland isn't that big. So you have like the commercial scene. I've done that quite sometimes, and then you have like the more underground, and you kind of have in between. And I'm kind of searching where I want to go. And for me, that like Ghost Stories came along. That was just really good for me, because it gave me, another things to focus on, and it gives me like more, excitement again.
Yeah, so it's also cool to see that with this act, you started doing singing classes. And so you're really dedicated to it as well.
Yeah, I really want to, step up the game for myself and get better at it, and really trying to take it seriously, because I only did it for fun before, and now, really performing with it.
For thousands of people already.
That's still crazy.
Yeah, I can still remember when we came off stage from Reverse, and she was like, "Oh my God," I waved my hands up in the air, and everybody was
waving. Yeah, one time, I don't know which track it was, but I did this. And I kind of just did it because I felt it. Oh, sorry. Because I felt it. And then I saw everybody. I was like, oh my God, it works. It works. So yeah, it was just, it's really insane. Yeah, it's just really great.
Yeah, that's the dedication you have. With
if I'm a dancer and I do this, I just see two people like, oh, I think we have to clap along. And for now me singing, and this crowd is just crazy. Yeah,
but that's cool to see as well, because that was at our first show, so you can already tell that a lot of people are focusing also on Evelyn with this show, so they know that they're getting this experience with live singing and with all the visuals and all the show elements that we add to the show. So that's good to see that the people are already understanding what Ghost Stories means.
Yeah, it was really exciting. The first time that we did it, it was like, oh, you've got so many. Normally when we do a show, obviously you have a VJ and all, but now it's you have a whole team. You've got a sound technician, because we have to do sound checks. Check if your mic is right. If you hear the music, your in-ears and all. But the party it's not like a concert when we're playing. You've got so many acts at a festival, or for example at a big party, that we're just a small part of the whole night. And when we have to do a sound check, it's like, oh yeah, but we got to do this and that and all. It's pretty. It's always chaos and always.
There's so many varieties, you know.
Yeah.
Like we have our writer, of course, that we want specific stuff. For example, we want space for Evelyn to be at. But then you come at a party, you get for example, you get the whole staging, and then you come at the party, there's no stage.
Yeah.
So
you always have to improvise, and that makes it also a lot more stressful.
Yeah.
Because when we're with Deep Look and Estefan, we'll just
do our
adapt
thing.
and
Yeah.
we'll
Because
find
right
a
now
way,
I'm
but-
also on stage, and you know I can travel on stage, but if there's not enough space, it will be because we did a show in Sydney, and then they were like, yeah, you can stand here, you can stand here, and there were like 2 big stars on the side on the side. So I was like, do I have to stand behind the star, or I can be like? So I was kind of trying to, you know, make myself visible for the crowd. Yeah, it was really like open your mind, and then and then a firework came. I was like, oh shit, I have to go more to the back, and yeah. So it's also I'm trying to figure out every time, because every time the stage is different. So for me, the show is different every time, and I think in Sydney was the first time that I kind of stand in between you guys, and that was also nice, and to share the energy a little more closer.
Yeah, I think that was
fun.
also a lot of fun.
The first track, you begin to sing, and I heard your voice on the monitors, and I was like,
Where is she?
Where is she?
Where is she? I
was behind a star. I was
like,
behind a star.
Yo, where's Evelyn? I hear her voice, but where is she?
Yeah. That was a bit. It was a bit, searching where I had to stand every time, but it will work out. You know, eventually.
Yeah, and also when we did the meet and greet in Sydney, there were many people already asking for a photo with you as well. And,
because I was walking along with you guys, and I was just chilling with 2 other guys, and these people were standing in line to get an autograph and a picture with you, and I saw these eyes like, "Are you Evelyn?" I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Are you the voice?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm the voice." And like, "Can we have a picture?" I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, sure." So it was just different because people here back home, they just know me as Evelyn, and as a teacher or as a friend. So to have people wanting to go on a picture with me, that was just really.
You will never get used to it.
No, I bet. But it was fun, and I did some autographs, and I was like, yeah, you want my autograph on your flag? Let's get it. It was really fun. So a lot of people have my autograph on their flag or on their, I don't know.
Do you have an artist autograph, or is it just your?
Well, I don't know how you say it in English, but like it's a sign.
Ah, okay.
I made it when I was like 9, and it's just much more easy than, because I have like a bad head, right? How you say this? I cannot. Yeah, exactly. So I just have this sign, and I invented it when I was like 9 or something, and I still use it. So it's just an
easy sign.
An easy sign. You cannot really tell it stands for Evelyn, but
when we have to do long meet and greets with a lot of autographs, it's easy for you. We're like,
yeah.
At the end of a meet and greet, our autograph always looks like shit.
Yeah.
Well,
you can tell the difference with the first autograph and the last one. We should have made like an autograph for the both of us, because most of the times it's like, oh yeah, D Block, and then I want Estefan too. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. And then you gotta.
You should get a sign. Like it works. Trust me.
Just a sign.
But now there's people having our autographs on their legs or on their arms. So if we change it now, then
I saw the first Ghost Story tattoo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was also
what a dedication.
God, that was
Shout out to
crazy.
the guy.
Yeah, it was a guy from France, and he saw the live act on Reverse.
Wow.
And he was so intrigued by the show and also by the logo that he decided to put it on his body.
Well, respect. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Means a lot.
Yeah.
It's
unbelievable.
dedication. Yeah.
That's exactly what this is exactly like the fans of HARDSTYLE, like that people really do this in such a short time, because we haven't been doing this for so long. And to put like a Ghost Story tattoo, that's just says a lot about the fans.
Can you imagine in half a year there's someone with your portrait on his body? There's someone with Evelyn on his thigh.
Well, you can, but there are better people to have a portrait of. Yeah. That
would be something, right?
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
But which of the songs that we did together, like throughout all the years, is your favorite? And
that's a tough one. Well, I think I really like the one that we also shot it on the Intense Festival, because it was also my first video shoot.
Also celebrate the day.
Celebrate the day, yeah. Because it was not really my my favorite song, but it was my first whole experience. You know, I had the video shoot, and it's the first time that I came out like, hey, I'm the singer, and you know, I was a part of it, like really a part of it. So,
More symbolic.
Yeah.
Sorry?
More symbolic.
Yeah, exactly. So that was more of a symbolic one. And after Lights Out, we also had a video shoot. But I think I always like the Fired Up. It's so weird. You got me fired up. It's so, yeah. It's just so easy.
I
but
think it matches your personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fired up.
Yeah. And I also like the everybody flash your lights. Come on.
Yeah. So
also the high, the energy ones.
Yeah.
But it's so every song is so different. I hated The Darkest Hour first. I hated it because I had to sound like a witch. So I was like, oh my God. And now I really love it. I was like, oh, I get it now, you know?
Yeah. And also the timing on Fallen Souls, you don't really like that, right?
Oh, Fallen Souls is the timing.
It's a new track in the Ghost Stories trilogy. It's been called Fallen Souls.
It's really beautiful. Yeah. The vocals are really great because we did so many layers and so many different notes.
Yeah.
So, but it was such a we spent it quite a while in the studio.
Yeah, because the timing is different.
The timing, yeah. You have like, and you have because when we recorded it, and when I was used to the you know, like the main line of the song, then he was like, okay, now we have to sing it like this, and I was so confused because I was so used to the riddle that we already had. So. Yeah. It took us a while to record that one.
Because most of the times when we do ghost stories, what makes it, like sounding like ghost stories is like the second voice.
Yeah.
So you have like a kind of a harmony. And in the Fallen Souls, we have like a big harmony with 3 vocals.
With 3, 4, 3
layers. 3 or 4 layers.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear it, just come to one of our ghost story shows because it's not out there yet.
Come to our show, guys. Come see us.
It's going to be really hard for people to see the show sometimes because we do it so exclusively. I mean, we don't want to overdo the act. I mean, we want to give it justice and want to make it a special experience. And if you do it twice a month, especially in the same region, it's going to be way too much. So, for this summer, it's only Wish Outdoor and Intense Festival where we do ghost stories. Yeah. And after that, we're still like looking at all the options we have for ghost stories because there's a lot of organizations wanted to do it, but it has to feel right and has to be something special. Yeah.
It has to stay like a really unique experience. If you do it so many times, it won't be unique anymore.
And that's why we also keep the music more exclusive. You know, like all the new songs, we block them on YouTube, and normally we never do that with our music because we want the people to experience the music already, like straight away. But here we want them to experience the whole show, not just the music. And if we give away the music too soon, then when the people finally get to see the show, then the songs are feeling old for them, or they just listen to it too much and they don't have that same impact anymore. No. So
also quite some friends of mine are asking like, don't you have footage? Don't you have like, you know, like a live camera guy who recorded everything? I was like, no, you really have to be there to. You know,
well, we have the footage.
We have the footage. Really? Do we?
Oh, yeah.
We have camera guys for every show.
I don't have them. I want to have the footage.
Yeah. Oh. But that's why we make just these small after movies after a set, you know, to give a small preview of what the show is about. Because you also want to like educate the people what ghost stories is, what we do, but you don't want to give away too much. No. So that was one of the reasons why we didn't gave permission for Reavers to put the show out there. But it's such an amazing experience, and your vocals sound so good.
Yeah, it's
thanks.
Yeah,
I'm still searching sometimes, and because it's sometimes difficult to hear because the music is sometimes so loud, and you know, and my in ears sometimes I take one off, I take one out and I take one in, and I'm still trying to figure it out, but for now it's been really great. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Really well.
Yeah,
and the first Ghost Stories track of the new trilogy is coming pretty soon.
Yeah, and this time it's really gonna be a ghost. So we're gonna make songs like dedicated ghost story songs. So the first 4 songs that are in our live act, but we're still D Block Nest Fun songs, and now we're gonna release them as a ghost story song with still our names like.
It's Ghost Stories by D Block and Estefan, for example.
But the song is so the first Ghost Story song is coming soon in June. It's gonna be Open Your Mind.
Yeah, and that's the only track
Open Your Mind.
Yeah, Open Your
yeah.
Mind is the only track we've been playing in our regular sets as well.
And we always start with that one. Well, most of the times.
Yeah,
we
most
start,
of the times. Yeah, we start with that one because it's the first. Yeah, it's also like an introduction to the ghost stories. Like, open your mind to our
to
ghost
our
stories,
set, you know, to our
Yeah.
sound and to what
To
we
ghost
stand
stories.
for. Yeah.
That's always when we think when we write lyrics. You know, we try to have multiple layers as well in the lyrics. You know, have a meaning to it. You know, it's that's why it's symbolic as a first track of our Ghost Stories act, the last couple of shows.
Yeah.
And it works out really well. And that's the first one that's going to be released. So I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. It's gonna be great.
And we also, we also included new video clips to all the new songs.
Yeah.
So
True.
yeah, it's gonna be the
Yeah,
experience
and
is gonna.
some I helped out with the, with the setting.
Yeah.
But it's already came out, but it's not a Ghost Story track.
No,
That's
But
the
that was
other
world
one.
renowned.
It was
yeah.
Celebrate. Oh yeah. Oh, this not Celebrate. They world renowned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of dance moves there.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I could kind of combine the singing and dancing and had some friends. Yeah, it was really fun.
Because that's you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's still, I'm still dancing.
World
like,
renowned as well.
World
Yeah.
renowned.
yeah,
So-
that's
but
also
it-
me.
But that was like a really,
It was really been.
well, I messed up the vocal real bad. Just to put it like a really kind of old school, low soul feeling to it. Like, I don't know how to explain the
No.
really typical, but
Yeah.
it's
More of like an old school vibe.
old school vibe-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also a challenge for Ghost Stories. Like we write the
Yeah.
lyrics, but we also have to figure out in which way we can make it special from the other songs, but still make it
The
able
same,
for
yeah.
Evelyn to sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Because
Yeah.
it always has to be like how you say this?
Yeah,
A little bit of spooky, like a small singing. It's never like the soul and the energy. It's not really. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
It's always in the same vibe, but in a different jacket.
Yeah.
Different Joshua. This is my English and Dutch combined.
It's so funny when we were in Sydney, she made so many mess ups on things. But it's also the fun part about you know, having you around because you just speak up and then think about, what was I saying?
Yeah,
what was I saying
sometimes
again?
I say something. I was like, I think this wasn't really good English, but I just.
Yeah, it was so fun.
But we had just a great time in Sydney.
So many
and
mess ups,
Melbourne.
but that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been really great with you guys.
I'm not cold, by the way.
You're not.
You don't has it cold?
I can't. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how do you like Australia?
Oh my God, it's the best.
Yeah.
I've never been abroad from Europe, only LA and New York. So for me to go on the other side of the world, and it's really different than Europe because I'm used to like old buildings and like the historic vibe.
Yeah.
And to see Australia, and first we were in Melbourne, and there was already like I loved already Melbourne, but it was more familiar for me. I was like, it's more of a city that I was familiar with. And then we went to Sydney, and I was so amazed by all the buildings and the just everything was so different than I'm used to. So, and the vibe and the people are really nice, and it's just I feel like like I'm a millionaire when I'm there. It's like, oh shit, this is like really expensive here, and it's been really great. And
It was so fun because you were so excited, and I didn't have any sleep the night before because we played in Melbourne, and everybody didn't sleep that much.
did.
We had a pickup from the airport to our hotel. Oh no, to the sound check directly from the airport to the sound check, and the driver was talking to Evelyn to you.
Malik, that's his name.
Yeah.
I remember you, Malik.
And he was, and you were like, "Oh my God, what's that?" It's like, "Yeah, that's a water tower." Oh my God!
Yeah. So
Wow, what a water tower.
What's that? Yeah, that's just a restaurant.
wow, it's a restaurant.
And we were like, really though?
Yeah, I was so excited. It was my first time, and you guys, like, they've been here. You're coming in Australia for like 10 years already. So it was my first time, and I was in front of the car, and I could see everything, and I was like, wow. So what is this bridge called? And oh my God, look at that! And he was very friendly. He explained
He took the
everything,
time and we were like, oh, can they shut up already?
I was so excited. It was the best. Yeah. So and then straight to the soundtrack sound check, and back.
Sound was so loud.
Yeah,
Oh
was
my
really
goodness! It
What,
was,
what an amazing show, by the way, in Sydney. Again.
Yeah, it was
But a
great.
lot of people I heard after the party that they said like, "Oh, my ears are still ringing,"
Oh, God.
and also we noticed on stage like
Yeah,
there
couldn't
was-
hear
Yeah, I was like shaking
Yeah.
because of the sound.
Yeah.
Because it was so loud. I was shaking also because I was nervous, but also because of the sound. Yeah, it was really loud.
Yeah, it was really, really loud. But amazing.
Yeah, it was very
yeah, it
amazing
was great
show.
to do ghost stories in
Yeah.
Australia. Like,
Also
Yeah.
to do 4 new songs, which nobody heard before over there. It's always a kind of like if we play a regular DJ set, for example, I think like 70% is being released or something, maybe 60. Yeah, I think
you can always fall back to like
yeah.
a different song. Like if you feel the party needs a different song, you can always adjust.
Yeah.
But with the
Yeah.
live act, we're fixed to the songs
Yeah,
that we
to the
have.
Yeah,
Ghost
because I
Stories
have
tracks.
this set list that
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that okay, so we start with this and
Yeah.
like 6 tracks, and you cannot change because then I'm like, guys, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
What are we doing? Yeah.
I also rehearsed my part, so
Yeah.
we can't really freestyle with that,
No.
but at the same time, it's a good. I think it's a really good set, and the energy level is really good, and with the singing in between, so I'm really happy with
It's
the
more
set.
like
yeah.
a show. Yeah, like
Yeah, showcase.
showcase
Yeah.
show, because I saw a lot of people normally when we play we have a little bit more I think energy, so that it goes
This is
on and
more
on.
of a storytelling.
storytelling
set,
vibe. So I heard a lot of guys and they just said to us like, I was just watching and like, wow,
Yeah, I saw a lot of people just recording.
yeah, recording
Like,
and just
whoa,
watching the
yeah.
visuals and all, and wow, and the video clips, and they came together and just enjoying like
Yeah.
a big movie. I'm like, wow, I never heard that before in a set of ours or something. It's also pretty cool.
There's so many things happening. You have
Yeah.
like the lightning, you have live singing, you guys, the graphics, and
Yeah.
it's
And then
just
new music.
new
yeah.
music and yeah, everything. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of happening. So I understand why people are just like this sometimes. And just
How
enjoy.
did it feel when everything came together on reverse for the first time?
It was for me. It was great. I was like, wow, did I do this? And it worked. I was like, shit, it actually worked, you know.
Yeah.
And that was for me because I wasn't really sure how people would react to a live singing in the hardstyle scene because I'm not familiar with it. So I was like, oh, okay, are they gonna like this, or they're like, we just want to hear the original without you? Like I don't know how they would react, but I think it was for me it was perfect. It was like it all came together and it went the crowd went crazy. I think.
I think we had kind of the same feeling.
Yeah, for me at the end of the show, I was so relieved that everything worked out the way it did, and that there weren't any flaws or something. Like I watched a little to the show, and then I was like, okay, the show, everything works, and then all the audio and all the singing went well, and then it's just such a relief, and all the tension drops, and then there's such a euphoric moment, I can still remember we went back to the dressing room and we were so
crazy.
euphoric about what happened,
Yeah.
Something that started with noisy bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that I started like what I didn't like. Now I do like. I don't listen to it regularly though, hardstyle. I don't. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, but I don't. But I love it. Like it's.
But also
great.
the scene, right? And all the guys in the scene,
yeah,
like
it's-
everybody, you met so many artists
I met
already.
so
and-
many great guys, and everybody been so kind to me, and they're like, "Wow, you're great. You're a great singer, and we really feel you." And that's the most thing that we want to,
Accomplish, yeah.
accomplish, like the feeling of the songs. You can sing a song, but really put your feeling into it. That's something that
Yeah,
I'm
when
working
other
on.
artists compliment us that they had like chicken skin and
Oh wow, that's great.
and everything like that, that they really
Yeah.
had that feeling. While they're artists themselves, they
Yeah.
really know it hits them.
Yeah.
So that's the most beautiful compliment I think you can get.
Yeah, that's
There's
great.
probably also some artists that want to work with you, right?
Well, I had some people put a slide in my DM or whatever, and they were like, "So do you only do vocals for D-Block and Estefan?" And for everybody, yes. For now, I am, and it's just it's still new for me. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm performing, but it's still new for me, and I'm still having singing classes, and I'm still trying to really find my confidence with the whole thing. So for me, doing with a different DJ would be a bit scary, and yeah. So for now, it's just really exclusive for you guys. Yeah. No, so yeah, that.
Yeah.
No, I can imagine that doing this with your brother, that it feels more comfortable.
Yeah. Like, we're really perfectionists both.
Yeah.
And it's funny because sometimes I get that he wants something like a vibe, or like for example, like the witch thing. You gotta sound like a witch, and I'm trying, and it's not there yet. He's like, no, Evelyn, it needs to be. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm trying. So give me some time, and then he will be okay. I'm sorry, and then he's quiet again, and then we recorded a couple times. He's like, yeah, that was great, and then we listen to it, and we really pick out the best focus together. Like sometimes he has like, oh, this line you sang that, you did that really great, and I was like, nah, I can do it better, and then we record it again. So we're really critical, but that's good, I think.
People have to understand, like, if you're singing a song which you already know, it's really easy because you can hear the pronunciation, you can hear the words, you can feel the emotion.
Yeah.
But if you have just the music and you write lyrics yourself, there are so many ways
you can
sing a song to, and it's really find that perfect
balance between
balance,
everything.
And it can be good when you sing for the first time.
Yeah,
but it's not that you feel it inside.
No,
and that's also always when you're singing, I try to say, really visualize that you're that little girl scared in the corner and like, oh no, the monsters are coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when you really can feel the emotion. And when the song is there and we recorded it, and you already know how it sounds and how it should be, then it's easy to sing it like that.
Yeah, because we just recorded yesterday another, like a ghost story vibe. No, oh, sorry. We recorded something, and but it was the original song was in a different vibe. So now we had to then you have to change the vibe, and that's difficult too, because you have a song, but now you have to sing it in such a different way. And I'm not really a professional singer, so for me to search, to make it different, it's difficult. But we get there. We're
which
spoilers,
one
guys.
took
No spoilers.
most time?
What?
Which vocal took most time of the Ghost Stories tracks?
I think Fallen Souls, maybe.
Fallen Souls.
I think we did Angels and Demons. Like we recorded it, and then a week later we recorded it again.
I think it was with Fallen Souls as well.
Yeah.
It's we first recorded the lower part, and after that we wanted the high part as well, and that was really difficult. It's almost impossible to sing. Like, for example, if you sing it live, you sing the lower part as well. Yeah. Because it's...
I just sing the easy one.
Yeah, the easy one, yeah.
And
the high part is almost too high to sing. But if you listen to it, that's what it makes it magical, like Kate Bush kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And
it works on the track.
It works on the track,
but
really
for live
well.
singing, it's
impossible.
It was really like I can't. So we just took the main.
That doesn't matter, because it's really important for the track as well to have. Those are like 3-4 layers of melodies, all different melodies underneath each other. I think that one took really long.
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah, if you listen, for example, Darkest Hour was kind of, most of the times it takes like 3 hours or something.
Yeah. And we almost do it in one day.
Yeah.
And of course, it's not like a whole song. Like, it's 4 lines most of the times. But still, because you're really searching, you don't have like... sometimes my brother sings the song, like the tones, how it has to be.
I would like
so
to hear
beautiful.
some.
You're like, you want to sing something? You can sing. And he's like, I want to, if I don't have an angel watching me. And that's what I had to work with. Like, okay, so
well, thanks.
If I don't,
It can only get better from that part.
yeah, it's just.
And sometimes I have to exaggerate.
The darkest hour. Evelyn, it has to be the darkest hour, all right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the
Not like,
darkest.
yeah, the darkest hour. I'm like, no, it's not the darkest hour.
It's
No,
not the
it's
darkest hour. It's the darkest hour.
Yeah, but these two are such perfectionists.
Yeah. But it works though.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's fun. It's always been good times, and I love working together because you guys are on tour a lot and away, and I'm also busy with my thing. So it's just I think I've never seen you this much
No.
in my whole life.
No.
Yeah, we just saw each other for a whole week.
Yeah, for like a whole
And
week.
here, I saw you on Sunday and now again.
Ugh, it's too much.
My energy
No.
level
Your energy level is up.
is up now.
No, but it's fun because I live in a different city, and we all just so
Pretty
busy.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're close, but we're busy, so we don't see each other that often. So yeah, I see you more now
In the
because
studio,
in the studio. Yeah, but it's still
Or on
spending
tour.
time. Or on tour, yeah. But still spending time. So
Yeah,
That's
all right.
good.
So, are there some questions, Rens?
Ghost Stories merchandise.
Oh, yeah,
they
of
all want the sweater,
course.
eh?
They
Yeah.
all,
they all
want
want the sweater. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well.
it's exclusive. I'm sorry.
But you
No,
can
I
send me a
think,
message on Instagram, and maybe no.
To the highest bidder.
Maybe for 20,000.
Worn with my sweat in it.
Yeah, worn with my sweat,
No,
with my sign on it. And
Yeah. No, we
No,
got
well,
so
actually,
many messages.
Yeah,
for-
we maybe have some good news because the sweater you see here is the first prototype we got in for the sweaters. You guys have to understand, like we started this act. You're not gonna like start with making 100 or 1,000 sweaters. So we just bought white sweaters and like designed the sweater and put the logos on and everything. But this is actually the first prototype of the sweater that is gonna be produced, and I think it's gonna be there soon. But also, on the other hand, I have to be
Careful.
giving you a little bit sad news because it's gonna be limited, and it's probably only gonna be sold for now on Intense Festival.
Yeah.
And that's only when the sweaters make it in time. But it looks like the sweaters are gonna be there in time. I can show you maybe the difference that it is from the normal sweaters. I have it here, and like the sweaters we use on stage, they have like the kangaroo pockets, and this one has just side pockets, so it's more of a cleaner sweater. And besides that, we have like the orange accents
Ooh.
on here
that's
and
different.
on here.
Yeah.
I don't
And
have that.
and the special
Oh, those are the
Ghost
news,
Stories
yeah.
logo down there. So yeah, it's gonna be released soon and in limited quantities. So
So,
It's nice.
if you really want to get one,
yeah,
be fast.
be fast,
Or
and
Yes.
probably in the next episode we will probably give away one or two
yeah.
Yeah.
because we can. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah.
Just to thank you guys all for tuning into the show and make this a success as it is right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, I really appreciate all the support, and it's amazing to see what we had in mind that it worked out so well.
Yeah.
It's sometimes still unbelievable.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been crazy. So yeah, for merch that, and also this shirt is already available right
Yeah.
now. I think still some sizes left, not all of them, but yeah, they're gonna run out soon, and then we'll probably redevelop a new shirt or do something special. I have some cool ideas, so yeah, who knows? In the near future, we'll also make some new shirts.
Yeah,
Cool.
sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
Some questions for Evelyn. Singing or dancing?
Ooh.
Ah, that's a good one.
Well, the thing is, I've been doing dancing for like almost my whole life, so that's the core, you know. But singing, I also did for so many years, but just for fun. But if I have to choose right now, I would say singing, because I'm more, working on that, and dancing is just there; it will always be there. But for me, right now, I'm really focusing on getting better at singing, and really.
New energy.
Yeah, something new. So for now singing, but maybe tomorrow dancing again. I don't know. Yeah, it's you cannot choose. But for me, for now, I'm focusing more on singing. Yeah.
Okay. So Eric, the booker of Stefan and Dietrich, was asking for a cappella.
Oh, nice.
Put you on the
Right
spot.
now.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do some.
You did already.
Yeah, I already did some.
Yeah.
But
Did he listen to it?
Which one do you want to hear?
He didn't request a special track.
Maybe
So
you can
that's
do
your choice.
a little Sweet Dreams.
Sweet dreams are.
Yeah, we made a Ghost Stories version
Yeah.
of Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I don't have my piano with me, so
We can do it on with a piano.
yeah, I don't have it though.
Or you can do
Yeah.
a cappella.
A cappella.
I think it's one day you guys
Yeah.
probably record like a video where you do
Yeah.
a medley or a mashup kind of thing on the piano with a cappella.
I
and
think that will be a good idea.
Yeah.
if you guys like it, please let us know. Then maybe we
do
put
a
some more
acoustic,
Russian in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sweet Dreams is. I can do like 4 lines for Sweet Dreams. I'm not warm though with my voice. But I can do if you guys like. No. Yeah, Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me say it a little bit. Yeah. Let me fix my hair. Oh, sweet dreams. Yeah. Okay. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. I'm nervous, guys. My God. So unexpected.
Yeah.
But
Put you
something
on the
like this.
spot. Yeah.
But I like that one.
Yeah.
Because it's so yeah.
Yeah, it worked out really well. Just to have like a old song into a Ghost Stories.
Yeah, because that's also what Ghost Story stands for. Like a ghost story is also a different story of another song, you know? So
Yeah.
Sweet Dreams is quite happy and all.
Yeah.
And then we made it more mysterious
Sweet
and more
dreams are-
scary.
Yeah.
And that's what we also intend to do more eventually with Ghost Stories. Yeah, so we're always looking for that different angle, which makes the song
Yeah.
special.
A little spooky.
Little
Yeah.
spooky.
Little spooky. Yeah. So I think probably we will do acoustic or like a
Yeah, we already talked about it.
Unplugged,
We wanted to do like a whole medley with some songs that I did. So we should.
Don't forget to send Eric an invoice
Oh yeah,
for the singing.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, so that will be really cool. But now we're too busy. The summer has started.
Yeah.
It's insane. We had a couple of days off in Australia. We also went on a boat together.
Yeah.
It was
I brought my
crazy.
brother along. And
Oh my God, that boat was
Both
insane.
stories.
Boat
Boat
stories.
stories.
But we really made some stories there. Yeah, there were like some.
Yeah.
Booze cruise.
We made some memories there.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
that was great.
Yeah, that was so fun.
That was insane.
That
Like,
was-
I think the best way to see Sydney is on the water, you know?
Yeah.
by boat. Yeah.
I mean, you can see all the different harbors and you can see all the houses and all the parks on the water. So it was really special.
it was
to,
so beautiful.
yeah,
I was.
Bondi Beach with all the waves and all.
Oh,
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
I
It
almost
was-
fell off the boat.
Oh, everybody
was-
did.
yeah.
Everybody did. We were going so fast,
Yeah.
and we all had to grab something because we were going so fast, and with music, and it was so funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
It
a
was
great
really to celebrate all the success.
and
for
our
sure.
camera guy, like our photographer, was
Yeah.
also there, Rossum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had his playlist on, and it changed so much. It was like R&B, hip hop, also Limp Bizkit, like
Limp Bizkit.
full on rock music,
Yeah.
old trance music.
Kendrick.
So
We did some Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Kendrick,
Yeah, we
everything,
did.
you know. So that was also a lot of fun. I mean, the
it was
vibe
great.
Yeah, the vibe was
good.
really,
Yeah.
the vibe was so fun.
Yeah, and also tonight we're already going to Mexico.
Yeah, in a
go
couple of
to
hours.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, we have to leave in like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
We fly to
God.
Mexico. Arriba las
Mexico.
manos.
Hola,
cabrones.
señor.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Sí, sí, sí.
And I heard like tequila is the best karaoke song to sing if you don't want to sing because it's tequila. So if you want to do karaoke and you
Lazy
don't want to
karaoke.
sing, you just have to do that song because you only have to sing tequila.
Yeah, I think after half a bottle of tequila, you just sing whatever. It doesn't really matter
that's
anymore.
true.
You just do.
Tequila.
Yeah, we might have a tequila, or
But
two,
it's a
right?
tip for everybody.
I'm so looking forward to that grill restaurant as well in Mexico. That's
you Mexicans, you guys have the best food.
the best
it's-
meat for sure as well, but also like the tacos and
The tacos. Oh yeah, spicy tacos. Remember?
Yes.
Last time we were in Mexico with the Skettrix guys.
wanna
Also
come
with
too.
Rens.
I want to come
Yeah.
to if I hear this. I want to
Oh
come
yeah,
to.
yeah.
But there's this one restaurant, Sonora Prime Grill or something, where
Oh,
you can
it's so
have like
good.
all these cuts of meats, and
Yeah.
it's so
Really good.
amazing. We have to go there
Yeah,
for sure.
I can't wait. Oh,
Food is
getting
good.
hungry already.
But we had some nice steak in Melbourne as well.
Oh my god, it was the best. It was the best. What is it
And
called?
meat and
It's
wine.
crazy the amount that you can eat. It's like we order like a really big steak, and she's like, "Yeah, let me have that one." And everybody was like, "Oh, big guys, you know, like."
I don't know.
Wait, but it's like a big steak. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
eat a lot. You don't see it, but I eat a lot. Yeah,
Prawns, right?
prawns.
You like prawns?
I love prawns. I had
all
some,
these inside jokes. People have no idea what we're talking about.
No, I love the food in Sydney and in Melbourne too.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, food is good.
it was
Food
one
is
of the
really
best food I had in my entire life. It was
It's so
great.
fun always when we're on tour. Most of the times when we are somewhere, we try to look for like cool restaurants and all to eat, just to experience that. It's a really great experience to, a good way to experience the city and the culture and the country, to have like their regular food or their
Yeah.
local food, for example. And when you were around, like, yeah, Evelyn, what do you want to do? Yeah, eat something. And like, we just had lunch an hour ago. Like,
I just love to eat. Like I want to eat all day long, especially if it's so good. So
yeah.
every time when we didn't know what to do, it was like we can grab a bite somewhere. Again,
Again?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
More
The first night we were in the casino, and then like the guy that twists the ball, they like ring the bell whenever you have to stop betting, you know. So at one point it was like every time Evelyn wanted food, she was like, "Shall we have food?" Oh, hey, there she is again. Ding, 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 ding.
Stop,
And
stop
then-
eating.
And at the end, when I'm finished the meal, I do bing bing, no more food.
No more food.
Like instead of no more bets,
So
no more
that's-
food.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we had so much fun about that as well. She loves to eat.
Yeah,
That's
it
for
was
sure.
great.
and to sleep.
Sleep and eat.
Yeah, but
And
it's
repeat.
life, guys. It's life.
That's life.
It's life. No, I just, with the jet lag and everything. I mean, like, you guys, you slept a lot too.
Yeah, I know.
My
I'm
brother
old.
didn't. He just can like sleep for like 2 hours and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. So,
do
shall
some
we have
boxing."
breakfast?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I have when
Yeah,
I'm on
you
tour.
can-
It's just like wake up in 4 hours and all right, let's go to the gym. Let's have some brekkie.
We're not related, like for real. We're not. I
You guys
can't.
are so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that way. Yeah, yeah.
But it was really fun. It was really fun because we had your brother was also there, and Gerrit, even Ger, shout out even Ger. And
Yeah, he's a tour manager.
we're two managers, so we really had a fun group. And for me, I was really one of the guys. It was
Yeah.
like I was with like 4 guys, and but it was fun. It was
Yeah.
really fun.
It was so
We had a
fun.
great time. Yeah.
All right, are there some more questions?
Well, most of them are already answered,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, we talk a lot.
Yeah. But next week is actually the first Ghost Stories in Holland.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, first
Which
time.
one?
Intense.
Oh, Intense. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the first
You got
one.
it in your agenda?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah. I have
Yeah, like, oh, next week.
Next week? Oh shit. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's the first time, and it's pretty exciting because it's also the first time that we do Ghost Stories on a festival.
Yeah.
The last couple of times it was indoors, so it's gonna be exciting
Yeah.
Yeah.
to bring that Ghost Stories
Yeah.
vibe. But we, I think, I don't know if it's already the timetable is already out there, but
No, it's
Not
not.
yet.
It's not
not
released
yet.
yet.
No, but
But will definitely be one of the later acts
yeah,
of the
later,
night.
because we
yeah.
really want to have that. It's impossible to give that spooky vibe with
sun.
the sun
During
on your
lunch.
face. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, baby, and then
Tequila.
tequila.
Yeah. No, it has to be darkish or
Yeah.
complete like
Yeah.
pitch black or darkish.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sunset or something at least for that spooky vibe. So that's gonna be really exciting, and the first time in Holland.
Yeah, I'm
in
so
the
happy.
Netherlands.
Some
Yeah.
of my friends are coming and they can watch me for the first time. So
Yeah, that's really
yeah,
exciting.
I'm so excited that I can share that with them. So
Yeah, and Intense. Have you ever been to Intense?
well, I only went to hardstyle parties when I was with you guys.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I went to Mysteryland once, and you had the Q dance stage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
in New York.
in New York. Yeah, I went to New York, and also in Holland too.
Oh, yeah.
But it was more of the hardstyle areas. But hardstyle parties, I only go with you guys.
Well, you did the anthem for Intense, but you've never
Never been
visited
there.
I've never been there. This is the worst. Yeah, but yeah, hey, work is work, guys. Work is work. No, but I love it
Intense,
though. But
yeah.
it's just not a, it's not my, I won't, I just don't go to those parties. But I do always, if there's a hardstyle stage, I always go there for like an hour or two. And
See
then,
if you find a song that you
yeah.
song.
One time I was in New York and was also with MC Villain. He was also there, but we didn't know each other that well back then. And I was in New York, and it was way back, I think like 7 years ago or something. And they played a song of you guys, and I was like dancing there. I was like, oh my God, this is my brother. This is my brother. And I just went to random people. I was like, this song is from my brother. And they were like, yeah, we're all brothers here. I was like, no, this is for real. I was like, this is for real, my brother. And it was just, everybody was like so fucked up. Yes, we're all together. We're all family. I was like, no, you guys do not understand.
It's really my brother.
We're all brothers.
We're all brothers.
Brothers and sisters. Everybody's
We're all family. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, let's go. So, yeah, that was one of the funniest moments.
Yeah,
I
now
had.
there's people with tattoos of your
Now it's-
songs on their
and now
bodies.
people with but it was one of the funniest moments I had on a hardstyle stay.
Yeah.
Or
We're gonna make a
hardstyle
lot of
party.
new memories for sure.
Yeah, we
Like
will.
Intense is such a beautiful festival. I think
Yeah.
undoubtedly one of the top 3
Yeah,
festivals.
I saw some great photos and videos with like, how do you say this? How do you say this?
Ferris wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Great.
gonna be there the whole weekend because we
Yeah.
play 3 days.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do. Maybe we should see if there's a possibility to do a meet and greet so people can also
Yeah.
meet you
Of course.
on Intense.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
No
maybe
worries.
on Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we try to figure out a meet and greet on Saturday, and we will let you know on our socials and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
course,
that.
yeah.
Cool. It's
It'll be
always
fun.
cool to meet our fans. You know. It's,
Yeah. Yes,
yeah.
they are so nice. They're so nice.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got the best.
Now they all want to see your sign. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see it too. Actually, I
Yeah,
don't know.
and
yet.
it's just like I don't know. I don't know.
Just
okay,
you
don't know.
could find every letter of my name though in the sign.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's also in it.
Yeah, yeah. I will.
You will show it to them next week.
I will. I will.
Maybe you can sign some sweaters too.
Yeah, I can.
every letter.
Yeah, you can. Really?
Okay,
Okay,
Every
now I
letter.
really need to see
there
it.
should be a
But
peace
the-
sign
but-
in it as well because of
peace
the
sign?
Y.
Yeah. There's a Y in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I'm
Okay.
curious.
Well, next
He
week.
doesn't
next
believe
week.
me, but it's
Yeah.
really true. Yes.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
People who got my sign, back me up. Back me up. Check it out. It's really there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
But we
yeah,
can
that's-
have a meet and greet. Yeah, we'll love that.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I think at the Intense Fest, we play on Friday. We have our own hosting over there. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's gonna
fun.
be so much fun. Like all the guys are there.
Yeah.
We love them all, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have such a big night. And before we have to do the sound check as well.
Yeah.
True.
So
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
gonna be there the whole
Yeah,
night.
because we come back from tour on Wednesday Eve. We have a show on Thursday. And then Friday, we got to do the sound check and the
Busy
hosting
times,
already.
busy
Yeah,
times.
busy time.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, this summer is gonna be
this
insane.
summer is
Crazy.
crazy, but I love it. You know,
Yeah.
But it's just to figure out. For example, last Sunday we were in the studio recording vocals.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's every day when you have a spare hour. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, let's do something like this.
Yeah, these are like the last couple of days we have before summer kicks off.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like we have when we come back, then it's like the party on Thursday, then it's Intense, and then in June we have a couple of days left in the studio before it's DEFCON, and then July and August we don't have any time in the studio left,
Don't have
and
any
then it's
time.
already end of summer, which they announced a new festival for as well,
Impact.
Impact.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
nice.
Impact.
That's a new
Airport
one.
Wezen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
new
it's-
one, same location.
Yeah, same location as Cubase. And
Yeah, they replaced Cubase with Impact.
I think it's gonna be less stages, but more bigger lineup or something. And
Yeah, they also changed the times a bit, like so it's gonna be until 2 a.m.
Yeah,
instead of
2.
being all night, which I think is really a good idea. I saw some comments online of people that said like, "Oh, the all nighter,"
Yeah.
but the last couple of years it
so
was like
cold.
5 degrees outside
Really?
at
It was
night,
so
and
cold.
the period is so cold. So maybe
And
this
it's
is
the end of summer. Everybody is low on energy.
yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe it's a bit better for the people as well. You know that it doesn't last until
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
6 or 7
Yeah.
a.m. in the morning because
Yeah.
it's just too cold. Although I can understand the whole vibe and the
Yeah.
whole feeling of the night festival is cool, but
Yeah.
I think this works better for the
Yeah,
people.
yeah, I think so.
And it's
I'm
also
really
a long
curious.
drive to Wezen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many people have to drive 2-3 hours, so they're
Wow.
still at home at 5, or when they have a
Yeah.
bus trip, it's like 6
That's
or 7.
doable.
So
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's always. I'm really excited for the festival. Yeah, have you seen the trailer lineup?
yeah, I really like
Yeah.
the first song in it
The
as well.
first song is really.
Yeah,
good.
it was quite nice.
Yeah, first-
I don't know what they're talking about. No.
yeah. So
No, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
you
lot
guys
of
are
fun.
really busy.
Yeah, really busy times. And talking about DEF CON as well, it's we've got a pretty special announcement. Yeah, pretty special announcement because the next Music Made Addictz episode, it's gonna be a DEF CON special.
Yep,
for sure.
Oh.
The holy ground itself.
Yep,
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
great.
move the Music Made Addictz podcast
Yeah.
outdoor to DEF CON festival
Yeah.
areas.
And it's really cool. We're going to have a conversation with the two creative directors of Q-Dance, Rogier and Jonas. And going to talk about DEF CON itself, about our Ghost Stories track in the end show from last year and how it all works. And there's another thing. You can join us if you want to.
Yeah, we're gonna give 5 times
Yeah.
2 people exclusive access to the
to the holy
podcast.
grounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
great.
to
And
join
it's,
our
it's gonna be
podcast.
on the Tuesday before DEF CON.
Yeah.
So it's not included any tickets or any
it's-
flights or something, but you can.
But
Register.
it's the first time ever Q-Dance is admitting people
Oh,
to the
wow.
holy grounds
Yeah.
before the festival
So-
starts.
That's great.
And if I think we're going to put the link in the comments.
Right after the show.
Yeah, right after the show, there's gonna be a link in the comments on our YouTube channel. So if you're listening, go to our YouTube channel as well. And we're gonna put a link up there. And what do they have to do? Something?
They have to fit in a form and tell us their best D-Block and S from memory.
So if you have any.
It will be ghost stories, right?
Yeah.
Ghost stories.
Ooh, yeah.
No,
maybe
okay.
those,
I'm kidding.
This is time for all the ex-girlfriends to slide into the.
Yeah. That's such a great time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just send us your best memory, and we will pick a winner later, and you will hear it on our socials, and we will let probably you will get a message or an email.
In any way, it's gonna be such a special episode
Yeah.
because we're gonna be on the DEF CON Holy Grounds and also with the 2 guys that are mainly responsible for the whole show, the whole DEF CON experience. So
Yeah, and it's really cool to see because, we have a lot of contact with those guys before DEF CON and before a show, and they had a lot of influence for the Ghost Stories track as well, a lot of back and forth, and it's so amazing to see how much thought is behind a DEF CON end show or the festival itself. So
sometimes it's almost even a shame that people don't really see the exact reason why things are happening, you know?
Yeah.
exactly.
For example, last year it was a fire demon, but people thought it was like a giant crab.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
I mean, can you imagine
Yeah.
how different perception can be? So
yeah.
now it's cool that they can
Yeah.
go more into the depths.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
ideas.
So if you can add in questions, let them know as well.
you
I
can
think-
also drop them now.
Yeah,
but we
you can drop them
also-
in the comments as well. We will take them with us, and we can ask them, or if you got questions for us as well, or you can join our. I think it's going to be live streamed again. It's going to be live as well. We always do this live, so you can do it in live chat as well at DEF CON. So yeah, it's something.
Can't get any cooler than that.
Yeah, it can get any cooler than that.
Although our guest today was also.
How can you top this?
I was so nervous, guys. Like, you don't even understand. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to say so stupid
It
things.
was,
but-
it was so fun. We I told her you got to be here at 2
At 2.
2 p.m. because
Yeah.
we start at 2:30. And I got a message a couple of minutes after 2.
No,
I'm on my way. I'm like, you should be here a couple of minutes ago.
And I was like, I'm sorry, brother. I'm driving. Like,
Yeah.
I'm coming. And
But it was, I got a voice clip back. It was like, Yeah, I'm sorry. I just but car. Yeah. Just that was your voice memo.
I was like, give me
what?
a break. Give me a break. Like I don't know what to expect, and
No,
but
it's just this. Yeah,
And then she comes in and she brings a mirror and like different outfits. I'm not sure what I'm gonna wear, and I mean, I have to be representative.
I have to represent. Yeah,
No,
that's
but
just
everything
me.
went fine.
That's
It was a
just
lot of
me.
fun.
It
so.
was a lot of
Yeah,
fun,
I
and
have fun
just
too.
easy go. And
I still got a statement, guys.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna ask. Do you still have a
Oh.
statement for us?
Yeah.
But me?
People, well, it's
Oh.
in general.
Oh yeah.
People are mistaking about how much effort it takes to develop a good live act.
underestimate. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if they underestimate it. I know for a fact that it takes a lot of time and effort, but I don't know if the people really underestimate.
I don't know either, but what I can tell though is that it takes so much time to develop. For example, now we changed our live act a little bit for Intense,
Yeah.
and we have to do a new meeting, 2 days of programming with the visual guys, and we have a new video clip. Maybe it's gonna be in time for Open Your Mind, and it's gonna be premiered at Intense or parts of it.
Yeah.
Parts of it. So you can, if you're at Intense, probably you can see parts of our new video act. But it's all like you have video guys, you have our VJ guys, you have us, you have the music. It's always it takes so much
It's
time.
a lot.
and effort.
There's a lot going on. So to also for me to rehearse it and to know exactly the lineup, and you gotta understand, when I sing a song and we record it, I just have like 4 lines or something that I sing, and they put it on a different, like towards the whole song, you hear like maybe 1 line again. But I kind of didn't know, because I hear the tracks, but not that much. So I only hear like the beginning of the track. So for me, it was really like getting to know the tracks really well. And now we changed it a little bit, so I have to rehearse again. Like, okay, with what track do we start, and when do I have to sing, and when do not have to sing? So
when we were in the plane or in the car to the sound check, Evelyn was with her headphones on, listening to the live act. Listening. Okay, where do I have to start singing?
Yeah. And
And
I
now we-
made this little schedule for myself, like, okay, at that song I will be on the right stage, and with that song I'll be on the left. So I kind of made like a little staging choreography for myself. So I have to like something to hold on to. And normally I kind of freestyle at the moment, but So I think for all the different people,
Roles,
like for the video, for me, for them, for the lightning guy, it's just a lot of work for everybody separately. So to put it all together is it takes some time.
Yeah, that's why we don't change the live act too much.
No.
Like every time, we have to maintain the set for a bit, because just all the work to get the live act together, like all the songs, and blend them in with each other, and also make it like fitting to the whole like storytelling. Yet you have to hold a certain line of how the tracks evolve into the set. But we're always developing the set. Like we put in different visuals, we put in the new videos that we're making for the new songs. We try to make new songs as well. So when we have a new song, we're gonna implement that. So that's how it slightly will change. And I think, for example, if you see the show on Intense this year, and for example next year we would do it on DEFCON, I'm just naming a festival, it will definitely be a whole different set and a different experience. But for now, like doing the shows close to each other, and also having it like it is. It's,
also
it's
with rehearsals and all,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible to change it every time. And we just have. That's also why we keep our music exclusively, So, and that's also why we don't play it in our regular sets.
Yeah, because if people see the videos with the visuals and the audio, then they're already familiar with that. So if it's not changed, the next time they'll see it live, then they think like, oh yeah, but this is old. I already seen it. But when you don't see it on a video, the only time you see it is when you're on the grounds when we do the show.
Yeah.
So even if you see the show 2 times, some people saw it at Reverse and I'm HARDSTYLE, they still had the same
there's
amazed
so many
feeling.
things going on. So
Because you're just focusing on something else, and the music is still new because you only heard it once. So
there's so many things going on, so you will always be surprised. Like every time when we see the show or at a rehearsal, for example, I see new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Fishers, like, oh my God, I didn't see that one coming. You know,
Yeah.
I did. And we've seen the show for so many times already, you know, so that's really excited. Can you imagine that's what we hope to achieve, that people still think it's like really fascinating. But yeah, for sure. I think this summer it's kind of we changed it a bit now for the next show, but
but like you said, then it's already 3 days of reprogramming for the
like
the
a
visuals
really
and also for the audio, to make the audio
To
different
make,
again is also a lot of time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort.
So I think people do understand that. I think in the
Yeah.
end, you know, they'll understand that all
I
the time.
think the people will see, to come back to your statement, the people will notice at a festival that it's so different compared to our regular DJ set, that they will see, wow, this is something else.
They
Yeah.
will see the effort.
Yeah, they will see the effort. Yeah, I hope they will.
Definitely. No, I'm sure.
Yeah. So,
Did you ever saw it already, Rent?
Yeah, reverse. man.
Reverse, of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the first one.
I'll be there next week. So
Yeah, next week as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's
Time to wrap it up.
to wrap it up because we have
Judy calls.
Judy calls. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta.
I have to teach.
You gotta
I have to teach my little kids. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to
So-
fly.
We have to fly to
All the way to
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mexico, I
Yeah.
need-
Yeah, pack the
I know.
suitcase
Yeah,
a little
pack the
bit.
suitcase more. Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
Oh.
Aw.
Almost. I had
All
to
right.
make some radio edits.
Aw.
Yeah, it's been hectic, but we love to do this, so it doesn't cost us any.
Not
effort,
at all.
but-
Happy, only happy people here. You know, if
Yeah.
you've got your mind right, it's all
Yeah.
good.
And I'm happy we already made some new material for the summer. So
Yeah.
at
Ooh.
Yeah.
DEF CON, I think we're gonna premiere a lot of new
a
music
lot
at
of new
DEF CON.
stuff. Yeah, a lot
Dope.
of new stuff.
It's gonna be
yeah,
it's gonna be a good summer.
good summer. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of new
Yeah.
music, even more. Even
Okay,
more.
everybody. Well, thank you so much for tuning
Thank
in to
you.
Music Made Addictz. Evelyn, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me,
Thank
guys.
you.
I was it was really great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next time we'll definitely do
Yeah.
another show after a couple of months.
Yeah.
Having you back, we would love
Yeah.
to have you back.
Yeah.
So.
Of course.
Sure,
I
of
will be
course.
back. Let's have a little
Yeah.
dance battle and everything.
I don't know about that, but
I'm kidding.
I'll watch.
All
No,
right.
but thanks for having me, and thank you guys for being so open-minded and I feel really welcome in the hardstyle world. So thank you everybody for all the fans and everything.
Yeah,
That's
You're
great.
great.
To
well,
hear.
that's a great way
Yeah.
to end the podcast. Yeah. Well, tune in next time at the DEF CON Holy Ground. Like I said, the link will be in the comments below underneath the video. And
Yeah, if you have any comments, you can drop them below as well.
Yeah.
And make sure to follow us on all our social medias with /DBSTF. You can find us everywhere. So.
everywhere.
And if you want to follow Evelyn, you can follow her at
Just Evelyn. Yeah.
Just
You will be
Evelyn.
seeing a lot of dance videos though. So, but hey, open your mind.
all love.
All right. Thank you guys. See you next time.
next time on
Bye.
DEF CON.
Bye.
Music Made Addictz.